two feuding rivals, one undisputed title. On September the 10th, we have a very special fight on our hands. Claressa Shields, Savannah Marshall, welcome to The Gloves Are Off.
I'm happy to be here. Once those lights come on, I'm ready to do what I do best. I want to show her that, yeah, you beat me when I was 17, but I'm 27 now. The fight back then doesn't matter. It's a whole different ballgame now.
It was an amateur win, and we're not in the amateurs anymore. This is it. This is go time. This has been what I've been working for ever since I turned pro, to become undisputed middleweight champion of the world.
It's been a long time in the making. Great to see you two sat around the table at us. How's it feel, Claressa?
Finally, it feels good.
Does the anticipation around this fight show you how far women's boxing has gone?
Absolutely, at the O2 Arena, not in Newcastle. And I believe we would have like a great undercard too. Just shows that, you know, women's boxing has grew a very, very long way for us to be headlining this card.
Savannah, how proud are you to see how far women's boxing has gone all around the world?
I'm really proud. It's massive, and it's in the UK. I think at the minute the UK is leading for female boxing.
Have you noticed a change in people's perceptions change over time around women's boxing?
100%. It's not, oh, there's a female fight card. It's, God, this is a brilliant boxing card. And that's what we've all been striving for years.
Claressa, have you seen people's minds change, their opinions change?
Yeah, agreed. You know, I think that women's boxing at first, it was like, oh, you know, she fights like a girl. There wasn't that much notoriety. We weren't getting paid a lot. Now this fight, we're getting paid a lot. It's on a huge platform, Sky Sports, ESPN in the US, and I think it's just huge.
You must be proud because worldwide you've played a big part in this.
Yeah.
That was the plan.
I fought wherever they were going to pay me and give me some respect at, and I've been respected and given a whole lot of support. And now I'm big enough to where I can fight in the UK. And when I walk the streets here, people know who I am. So I feel good about that. And knowing that we finally got this fight made with Marshall, also great too.
Savannah, an undisputed world title fight here in the UK, that's a big, big deal.
It's a massive deal. It's a massive deal. It's what I've worked hard for. It's what I've wanted. And we're here.
Well, I've been undisputed twice. This would be a third time for me. I've already been undisputed at 160 before. It means a lot to be undisputed, but it means more to avenge my only loss in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? I am the greatest woman of all time. I've proved that, but it's still just that one blemish, and she's sitting here. And I want to show her that, yeah, you beat me when I was 17, but I'm 27 now, and I've grown a lot since I was 17, mentally and physically. And I just want to keep proving that I'm the best. So being undisputed 3 times is great.
Let's go back to the start. You lost to Savannah in the amateurs. Mm. Does it still hurt today?
No, it doesn't. I mean, it happened when I was 17. All it did was make me work harder. That's what loss is supposed to do. It don't define you. Losses don't define who you are. It's about how you bounce back. And I bounced back pretty dang good.
Why do you think you lost that fight?
It's a lot of things, but everything I can say is excuses. So the fight back then doesn't matter. We're here now, and it's a whole different ballgame now.
Your opinion, Savannah, why do you think she lost that fight?
It was because I was a better fighter. But I agree with what you're saying. We're here now, and I'm a totally different fighter, physically, mentally. And on September the 10th, I will be undisputed champion of the world.
No, you won't.
I will be.
Yeah, okay.
Savannah, what are your memories of that fight?
It was just another fight to me. There's nothing that really stands out about that fight.
I was the favorite to win. That win meant a lot to her. That's why she still holds on to it to this day. She keeps bringing it up. What else has she achieved besides beating me in the amateurs?
Maybe.
That was her biggest achievement.
But hey, beat you again on September the 10th and it put me
Show
instead
me.
for another 10 years.
Show me.
It'll set me up for another 10 year, won't it?
Show me. You're not going to beat me.
Savannah, do you have Claressa's number?
I've always had Clarissa's number.
Lies.
Claressa did or does she have your number?
Don't nobody got the GOAT number. That's why we here. If she had my number, she would have came to the U.S. a long, long time ago and got my number and showed everybody that, oh, Claressa's not the best, I'm the best. But instead, I had to call her out. I had to let the world know, I want this fight, I want this fight, I want this fight.
Savannah, can you feel Claressa's anger? Is she angry about the defeat from the amateurs?
Are you angry?
He's asking the questions, not you.
Well, I'm asking you. Are you angry about the defeat?
Are you angry because you never won an Olympic gold medal?
Not really, no.
You should be.
Why should I?
You let your whole country down 2012. You lost the first day, and you were the favorite. You should feel terrible.
You two have sparred before. Who wants to tell me about it?
Oh, we sparred in Colorado. She remembers what happened.
Tell me about it.
She couldn't do nothing with me in there, and that was 2016, prior to the Olympics. That's why we see I won gold and she won nothing. You got served 6 rounds.
No, we done 4 rounds, Claressa, and nothing happened.
Okay.
In them 4 rounds?
Girl, your face was
yeah.
orange as a pumpkin when it got done.
You've never made no one's face look like a pumpkin?
See, that's what you say. But I beat everybody unanimous decision. I've knocked out world champions. You fought low-class opponents.
Who have you knocked out?
Who have you knocked out? Let's talk about that.
I haven't said anything about knocking people out. I'm asking you, who have you knocked out?
I'm asking you, who have you knocked out?
Looked at me records?
A lot of girls who were bums. Maria Lindbergh, 3-day replacement. Musea.
Boxers in front of me.
Musea was a 147-pounder. Who have you fought against that was elite? Who was elite?
Do you realise how hard I am to match?
Who was elite?
Do you realise how hard I am to match?
Who was elite?
Do you realise how hard I am to match?
You're not hard to
match.
Who
would want to box me? Who would want to fight me?
Who's elite? Who you fought against? A lot of good girls at that 160.
I'm not saying that.
Who's elite?
I'm saying to you, do you realise how hard I am to match?
Nope, I don't.
Why would you want to fight me?
Why would I want to fight you?
You've got a high chance of getting knocked out.
That's the only chance you got.
Box Claressa Shields.
That's the only
You've got a chance of going 10
rounds
rounds with not a scratch on your face.
Girls get scratches and I'm still going to get the W every time. That's the only chance you got to beat me is knocking me out. And I'm telling you, you ain't got the strength to do it. That's your only chance. What you going to do, outbox me? You going to outskill me?
I'll outbox you and I'll hurt you.
I'll show you.
I will outbox you and I will hurt you.
You better play it smart, because you stand there and bang with me, you're going to be the one going to sleep, not me. Play it smart.
Claressa, it's clear Peter Fury's made a lot of adjustments to Savannah. Can you see it? Do you see it? Do you see a difference?
I don't. I think she's gotten worse since 2012, her skill level and everything. When she was in America, you fought on one of the biggest cards, Mayweather-McGregor. Nobody remembers it. Nobody. Now she comes to the UK, her hometown, her home country, and now she's a knockout queen. But that's the privilege of her being a Brit.
Savannah's Claressa improved over the years?
I think she's improved, yeah. I think she's totally different from when we boxed as an amateurs.
Tell me, give me some detail. Where's the devil in the detail? Where?
She boxes more as a pro now. She's a better fighter than what she was in 2012.
Is she the A-side?
On paper, she's the A-side.
What do you mean, on paper?
On paper, you're the A-side.
But you just said you were the A-side.
You've got all the belts. On paper, you are the A-side, but there's nothing about the situation that says you're the A-side.
Confusing me. Contradiction.
What don't you understand?
You sound
on paper, you say you're the A-side.
Guess what matters?
What?
What's in black and white. That's what matters. So if in black and white, I'm the A side. I'm the A side.
Are you the star of the show?
Absolutely.
Is she the star of the show?
Are you a star?
I am a star. I'll be an even bigger star on September the 10th.
Are you a bigger star than me?
I will be.
So you just answered the question that you're not.
I will be.
And you won't be.
I will be.
We can go back and forth or you won't. But guess what? Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I'm a 3-time division world champion. You got 1 belt.
Sooner or later.
And we've been pro the same amount of time.
You only got there before me.
That's what you say. But can you even beat the girls that I beat? I'm going to show you why I want to fight you September 10th. You're going to see why.
Biggest regret of your life.
That's what you say. I feel like I'm unbeatable. At this time in my life, 100%. So any girl says that they can beat me, I'm gonna give them a chance to show me. That's why I'm here. If I didn't make it for myself, that I would always be poor and I would never have nothing.
I grew massively from that event in my life, both mentally and physically.
Savannah, are you the biggest puncher out there in women's boxing?
This is boxing. You gotta land first.
I will hurt you. I will finish you.
Oh, I still don't feel it.
Let's get back to the beginning. Claressa, when did boxing come into your life?
At the age of 11.
How and why?
My dad told me he used to box, and if he would have stuck to what he was passionate about, he would never went to prison. I said, what's that? He said, boxing. And then my best friend made me a bet when in the 5th grade that I wouldn't last in boxing for a week. He owed me $10 still. And I just went to the gym and I tried it out. And I'm a crier too. My dad knows I'm really emotional and I had anger problems back then. So I asked him could he sign me up, and he just was like, no, you're too pretty to box. No. And he only signed me up because he didn't want me to get older and be like, I could have been a good boxer, but my dad wouldn't sign me up. But he thought I would get beat up and quit.
Growing up in Flint, Michigan,
yeah.
There were tough times.
Yeah.
Has that made you the fighter you are today?
Yeah, I got a little bit more grit than other people, I think. Since the age of 13, when I decided to move up my mom's house and go and stay with, a boxing brother who lived down the street from the gym, and then just been kind of house to house for the years leading up to the Olympics, I think it made me realize at a young age that if I didn't make it for myself, that I would always be poor and I would never have nothing. And I felt like I was always destined for greatness in boxing, so I just gave 100% to it, did my best every fight, and was able to make history a few times. When
you walked into the boxing gym, did you find you had to gain respect?
Yeah, I'd say about the first couple months, but after one year, a year and a half, I was the best in my gym. I boxed against everybody in the gym, from the kids my age to the grown men. And I kind of just did that all the way leading up till about 18, 19 years old. And I boxed against men majority, never fought against a girl or nothing until had my first fight. And yeah, boxing was just something that I loved to do. It made me feel good. And it helped me release my anger that I had just about the things I had to go through growing up.
What's it mean to you being a role model in Flint?
It means a lot to be a role model. I just want to give hope to the people in Flint that we can be whatever we want to be. It doesn't matter who your parents were, or if you're born into poverty, that your choices and your decisions is what dictates your life.
You recently had a street named after you. How's that make you feel?
Oh, that was great. It was a street that my grandmother raised me on, so I grew up on that street, have a lot of memories on that street. If my grandmother was here, she'd probably be crying, laughing, because it's just something that we've never seen before in my hometown. I'm happy that I was the first.
Savannah, you're a Hartlepool girl. How did boxing come into your life?
Randomly, just through friends. I'd never watched boxing, never took an interest. Followed one of my friends to the gym, and the rest is history.
What were the early days like? Did you have to gain respect?
I had to gain respect from the coaches, everyone in the gym. They didn't want me there. Other clubs didn't want me there sparring, but my love for the sport just took over and I didn't care what other people thought.
Over the years, I've seen you change massively from being young, shy, to now owning who you are. Take yourself over to Mayweather gym by yourself to show the passion and love for the sport. Is that something you feel you had to do?
I don't think I had to do it. It was more I wanted to do it. I wanted to excel in the sport, so these were the opportunities that were given to me.
Did it make you go? I know I spent a lot of time in Germany, and going there, that made me think or realise, you know what, I'm actually not bad here. Do you think doing that trip worked for you?
100%. I grew massively from that event in my life, both mentally and physically.
Claressa, you call yourself the GWOAT, the greatest woman of all time. Tell me why.
Because of what I achieved. And I don't just call myself that. A lot of the fans in the world consider me that now because of my accomplishments. 2-time Olympic gold medalist, the first in U.S. history. 3-time division world champ, 12-time world champion in just a matter of 5 years. I feel like the next girl that's coming up, because I do want a girl to come up and be better than me. I do. I just think it's gonna take a lot because I've taken some very, very hard challenges early on, and I was able to come out on top.
Savannah, is she the GWOAT? Is she what she says she is, the greatest woman of all time?
No.
Who is you? Ooh, girl, boo.
Savannah, are you the biggest puncher out there in women's boxing?
I believe I am, yeah.
So what happens to you if she lands a big shot clean?
You're gonna see. First of all, this is boxing. You gotta land first. That's the name of the game. And then, too, I've only been dropped once in my career. Once.
You think you can hold her shot?
I don't think she can hold my shots.
But what happens if she does land?
If she lands, she's gonna land a punch like everybody else who's landed one, and we're going to continue fighting.
When you land one of your clean shots, what happens? Tell her.
I hurt you. I really hurt you.
And then what?
Does it finish her? Or does it just hurt her?
It will finish her.
Please, I see no confidence. I don't even feel that. Say it again.
I will hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
I will finish her.
Oh, I still don't feel it. But that's okay.
You don't need to feel it. You'll see it.
No, because
You'll
listen.
feel it on September the 10th.
Because when you say something that you mean, you know you mean it. I'm whooping your ass. And if I could, I'd take it to the MMA cage.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, because you're talking about you can beat me in MMA. You can't beat me in nothing. Not race, not basketball, not football, not nothing.
What are you going on about?
You can't beat me in nothing.
What are you going on about?
You can't beat me in
We're
nothing.
not at school.
You can't beat me in nothing. Nothing. I want you to understand that. Nothing. You want to go outside and race? You want to shoot hoops?
No.
You can't beat me in nothing.
I'm not interested.
Even in boxing.
All I'm
September
interested
10th.
what's going on in the ring.
Do not underestimate me.
I don't.
You
I
do.
know what you're about.
No, you don't.
I do.
You don't know till we get
I
in
do.
there.
No,
don't
you're
know
better than
till we
what you
get in
think.
there.
Savannah, can you outbox her?
I can outbox and I will.
Boo.
How?
With my mindset and my skill and my power.
Okay.
You don't think that's possible?
Nope. I know it's not possible. Ain't no thinking to it.
Claressa says this is your 5 minutes of fame. Is it?
No.
Okay.
This is just a start.
You want to retire, bro?
What do you think she means by that?
By what?
Saying it's your 5 minutes of fame.
Because this is my biggest fight.
Is it my biggest fight?
Yeah. And you know it is?
Mm-mm. No. You're a good fighter. You're not great. The difference.
Let's get to fight night. The crowd are singing in anticipation. What are you feeling? What are you thinking, Claressa?
I feel good. I think to myself, you work so hard to get here, and everybody's here to see you. So go out there and do what you love. No need to be nervous. No need to be, because they may boo me when I come out in London, but I've been booed before. But it's more of a, they may hate me now, but they're gonna love me when the fight is over. I'm happy to be here. Once those lights come on, I'm ready to do what I do best.
Savannah, how will you feel? How will those nerves for you be when you can hear the crowd you're about to walk?
This is it. This is go time.
Put me there. What's in your head?
This has been what I've been working for ever since I turned pro. To become undisputed middleweight champion of the world.
I'm going to ask this question, Claressa. What happens if you lose?
I don't think like that. I don't even answer those type of questions because there is no what if I lose. That's why I wouldn't go to the gym if that was the case. I wouldn't fight her if that was the case. I'm going to win. It's not no what happens if I lose. There is no if.
It's unthinkable. Is that what you're telling me?
When I win, what's going to happen? I'm going to shoot into superstardom and continue boxing.
Impossible. You cannot lose.
No.
Do you think she'd be able to take a loss?
I don't know.
Because she don't know.
I think we'll never see you in the boxing ring again.
Please. Girl, you wish you had my chain. You wish you had
thank
the
you.
Olympic gold medals. My goodness. You want to beat me so bad, and then you can't.
Savannah, have you thought about defeat?
Of course I have.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
And?
It's not happening.
You lost right there. Thinking about it.
You think it's possible?
Of course it's possible.
Lost again.
Savannah, is this personal or is it just business?
It's just business.
Claressa?
No, a little bit of both. A little bit of both. I don't like her. But I just can't stand a fighter who haven't accomplished nowhere, not even half of what I've done, and talk the way she does. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, but didn't. So I really don't have no respect for nobody like that. So no, I don't like her personally. And as far as in business, I'm gonna handle my business like I always do.
This is a real historic moment for women's boxing.
Yeah.
Worldwide. Can we get a handshake?
Do you want to shake?
If you want to shake hands, we can shake hands. If you don't, I don't.
Are we getting a handshake?
Was that a yes or a no?
What you want to do?
We'll shake hands.